Alrighty, what's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here for a Monday afternoon video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video. Hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are down there, dude. Down there, where you can suck it. So, subscribe to my channels in the description box. Friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never ever, I mean never, but ever miss an upload. That's all I gotta say about that. Alrighty, so like the video, dislike the video. I don't give a fuck what you do. But if you dislike the video, it just shows you are jealous. And thank you for the free views. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so like the video, dislike the video. I don't give a fuck what you do. But subscribe to my channels if this is your first time watching. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. And I'll leave a comment in the chat. Act the fool. And that's all I got to say about that. And make sure to comment after the video. And go back to all my other videos and comment on those too. All that good shit. If it's your first time. If you've been here for a while, you know what to do. You know what to do already. Like the video. Leave a comment. Come in the chat. Do whatever the fuck you want. That's all I got to say about that. All right, this is not going to be a long stream, even though we're 3 hours away from Monday night. So, but it's going to be like a quickie stream. Just talk about a couple of topics, and hopefully some people come in, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. The Mets are about to start their straight doubleheader today. Their 5-game series against JD's Braves. We got I believe Marcus the Stroman pitching game 1, and we don't know who pitching game 2. The ever popular TBA pitching game 2, and we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens. We do know that Jacob deGrom, the GOAT, may be making a rehab start either this week, probably around this week, maybe. He pitched off a mound yesterday. Felt no problems in his stiff forearm. So probably be making a rehab start this week and probably be pitching for the New York Mets next week. But we shall see what happens with that. We don't know anything about Frankie Lindor yet, but it is what it is. Thank you for the free view, fucker! It is what it is, you know. My thing goes 1-0, 1-0. Thank you for the view. Don't want to come in and say something? Bitch. It is what it is. Same fucking douchebags disliking me. Doesn't matter who it is. It is what it is. It's just jealous fucking people. Like, you know, like Nick Ers. That's not his real name. You know, then they got a guy that's supposedly a genius. He's not. You know, you got 2 fat fucks from Texas. Well, one from Texas, one from Massachusetts. A guy that got buried by Mr. CM Punk. That's irrelevant now. Got a drunk. You know, a drunk alcoholic. It is what it is. The same fucking people. Like, just can't come in and say shit to my face. It is what it is. Fuck them. But thank you for the free views. That's it. Free views equals free publicity. I'm just going to keep saying it. 1.9 million. That's all I say. Anyway, so let's get down to business, shall we? All right, so let's briefly give you your Raw preview for tonight. Don't know where Raw is tonight. I really don't give a shit. But basically, the basis for Raw tonight is Bobby Lashley coming out. I think he's gonna come out and address Goldberg. You know, his challenge, if you will, for SummerSlam for the WWE title. Now he did say, I think it was on Twitter that he said no to the challenge. The Goldberg's like, oh, you want my time? You know, get out of here, Goldberg. So we'll see what happens tonight. I doubt Goldberg's gonna be on the show. I really don't give a shit if he's on the show. The ratings ain't gonna matter. It didn't matter last week when they did 1.9 with him and Cena on the show. And then Cena was on SmackDown, barely got 2 million views. Barely 2 million. So the old farts, they can't draw anymore. Unless it's like maybe Hogan or Stone Cold. It is what it is. Let me just take that off. It is what it is. Okay? The old timers cannot draw anymore. Cena can't draw anymore. Even, you know, a guy that I kind of respect, an Edge Stain, you know, Edge. He can't even draw. And he's coming, you know, he's supposed to face Seth Rollins. At least they're hyping that feud on SmackDown. They've been doing it for like the past couple weeks, and they kind of intensified last Friday on SmackDown. I can only imagine what's going to happen this Friday on SmackDown. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens with Lashley and Goldberg tonight. Other than that, Nikki Ash Hole will be celebrating her her first night at her first week as Raw Women's Champion. And boy, did the fans this weekend, they fucking buried her. They were booing the living crap out of her. And then she comes on Twitter and says, I want to fight Becky Lynch. Okay, so here's an idea. Why don't you have Becky on tonight, have her come out, whip the crap out of her, and then maybe have Becky versus Nikki at SummerSlam. But, you know, Horseface will say, no, I can't do that. I can get my rematch. So the powers that be, you know, Miss Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce, was like, okay, we're going to put Horseface in because she's obligated to get her rematch. And then Rhea Ripley like, wait a minute, I don't get my rematch too. Rhea, you got your rematch and you won by disqualification. So you lose. It is what it is. That's what's probably going to happen, but I'm thinking like Charlotte's going to get her rematch, win probably tonight, win it for the 15th time. Because you know, Charlotte doesn't care about her title reign, she just cares about that number. The title doesn't mean crap to her. All she wants is to break her daddy's record. She's 3 away. Cena's 1 away. Well, actually, Cena's tied. But, you know, he's just 1 win away from breaking Flair's record. And God forbid it's at SummerSlam to Roman. It's not happening. I'm sorry. So all you Cena fans that thinking that he's going to beat Roman at SummerSlam, not happening. Not happening. So send all your hate mail. Go ahead. All you little twerps. I love John Cena. Oh, I love the kids. He's not winning. He is not winning. And he got buried on SmackDown, but not only by Heyman, but by Roman Reigns himself. I'm sorry. And everybody's like, WJ's like, WJ did a video that was yesterday saying 10 reasons why Kenny Omega sucks. And one of his points was like, Cena is cuts better promos than Kenny. I kind of beg to differ with that one, but even though, back in the day, Cena cut great promos. Back, when it was the doctor with Dougnomics. This is Big Dougnomics, dog. But I have to, now I would say, during the PG era, I should take that back. During the Ruthless Aggression era, when he was awesome Cena, not crappy PG era missionary position every single night Cena. Same promo every goddamn time for the last 13 years, since 2008. Same thing. Same moves, same freaking promo, same fucking music, same garbage fans. Because those fans are whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, we love you, Cena. How much can we suck, I'm talking about the adult fans, not the kids. Because the kids are good Christian kids, They don't do that shit. Like the Young Bucks. They're good Christian kids. They don't do that shit. Right on. It is what it is. So WJ had me, that point kind of debatable, but nowadays I would say maybe Kenny's promos are kind of like weird. 69 me Don, they're just out there. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Even his promos in Japan, some of them were good, some of them were not. I was like, what? I mean, it is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. But still, I think better wrestler is Kenny Omega. Better draw. Back then it was Cena. Now, I don't know. I can't put a finger on it. Who's the better draw between Cena and Kenny right now? I would say Kenny because Cena's basically a part-timer doing shit movies. And that's where he's going after August the 21st, back to Hollywood to do more shit movies with Dwayne. Even though Dwayne may be coming back at the Survivor Series to do something maybe with Roman. There's a lot of things going on with The Rock. People saying, oh, The Rock's going to come back. He's going to be champion going into WrestleMania. I'm like, no. Unless he wins at the Royal Rumble, yeah, I can see him going to WrestleMania as the champ. Yeah, him beating Roman at the Royal Rumble, and then Roman probably get it right back. And then said that Big E's gonna be the guy to beat Roman. We said that a long time ago. That Big E could be the guy to beat Roman. But now they're hearing stories of Big E's gonna get drafted to Raw and doing the draft in October, and he's probably gonna be the one to beat Bobby Lashley. He could beat Bobby Lashley at SummerSlam for all we know, or Oberg. It is what it is. And I know WJ doing a video of Big E sucks. His character sucks. The wrestler does not suck. The character Big E plays, basically the same character as the last few years with the New Day. He's just out of the New Day now. He's just on his own, just doing the same fucking gimmick. So if you went back to the Big E that was in NXT, when it was just on Monster, it was like 5, doing the Bundy gimmick, Bundy. Or he was the Big E. We knew that he was with Dolph Ziggler and that at the time AJ Lee with that ass. If Big E went back to that, I think everybody, probably WJ too, would have a different opinion about Big E. But Big E is this, he's this big, lovable guy, all the, Natalia Neidhart's sister wants to blow him. I don't know. Because Natty and her sister are kind of wacko. Her sister can get the vitamins, but, not from me, but, probably from Big E. Yeah, but I think Big E needs a change. I'm glad he won Money in the Bank, though I really thought it should have been Cesaro. And what is Cesaro? What is the same fucking shit with Cesaro? The same goddamn thing. Every fucking time. He'll get a big push, and then down the drain. You can take your ass to mid-card hell and probably go have a seat in catering. Same time, every time. And then some jabroni, leaves me a comment and says, Cesaro's, this thing, Cesaro sucks. I was like, Cesaro doesn't suck. WWE booking and creative suck. I'm sorry. Cesaro should be world champion by now. Don't give him a fucking mid-card title like the Intercontinental title or the US title. And you say he sucks. Okay, what about the that he was a 5-time tag team champion with Sheamus? He sucks? I don't think so. I don't think so. By the way, thank you for the free views. Keep coming in with keep going back to 1 0 1 0 1 0. I don't give a shit if you don't like me. I don't give a shit. Keep up the free views. Keep up the dislikes. I don't give a shit. You can't see them anyway. And I know they're there. And I know who's disliking my videos. I know who. I don't have to prove it. I just know. Same people have been hounding me for years. Same douchebags. And then on my last stream, on my TGC Reborn channel Saturday night, I had a fake Charlie Wolfgale account talking smack and shit, saying I need to leave the drunk and Dan XP alone. And basically I'll say it again. I have no problem with Dan. I'm like Dan. Dan thought I flagged him. I never flagged him, by the way, or did anything to him. He just listens to a drunk, an alcoholic. It is what it is. And now the whole allegations of him being an accomplice to a murder. Same shit, different day with this so-called community called the YWC. Same shit, different day. That's why it's a toxic community filled with hypocrites, pedophiles, and basically all, douchebags. It is what it is. And then, when we say something about them, they start coming back at us like, oh, you did this in 2013. You did this and that 2015. And then when we basically give facts and everything, basically shut them up. But, it is what it is. People need to get out of the past. Okay? It is what it is. I said on my Saturday stream, says I've done shit in the past. Do I regret it? Some of it? Yes, I do. I've owned up to it, and I moved on from that shit. It's 2021, ladies and gentlemen, not 2011, not 2012, not 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's 2021. Get your proverbial asses out of the past. Okay? Need to get off people's dicks. Especially mine and Chase's and Double Z and everybody else. Get off our dicks. We're ignoring you. And you don't like it. That's it. And you try to do videos proving us wrong, and then we come back and prove you wrong, and you look like a fucking idiot. It is what it is. I've been doing that for the past 10 goddamn years. Same fucking shit. It doesn't end. It doesn't end. People, the same people from the past, whether it be a drunk, a guy that smokes cigarettes and thinks he's a genius, or a douchebag that supposedly lives in Jersey when he doesn't. Oh, but I was driving on the New Jersey Turnpike. Yeah, anybody can do that. Doesn't mean you're from Jersey. The same. And your name is Nick or Roberto. We know who it is. We all know who it is now. We're not going to tell you, but we know. Not only do I know, but everybody in the prophecy knows, and your mother know. And some good old friends know who you are. You're not from Millville, New Jersey. You're not from near Philly. Like I said, show proof. Stop hiding behind fucking fake accounts. But that's the trolls thing. They have to hide because they can't face reality. They can't face getting a new asshole ripped open from. I've been doing that for 10 years, ripping people's assholes open. And that's not in a homosexual way. It's the truth. That's why I am called the Troll Killer. So I've been whipping trolls' ass since 2011. Whether it be a pendejo, a drunk, a genius, a douchebag, all these other douchebags from over the pond don't want to make their little fake accounts and shit like that. A douchebag from Texas, big fat fuck that we all know. Supposedly now we know who he is and who. Yeah, we all know. We all know now who he is and who paid him off to talk shit about us. We know now. We all know. And thank you to the good buddy who gave me all that info last night on my good buddy Chase's stream. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the free view again. Like I said, chat room's open. Spew your shit. If not, keep it moving. Keep rotating on my big dick. It is what it is. But like I said, I've been destroying trolls since 2011. It is what it is. But like I said, going back to the whole thing with Dan, I have no problem with Dan. Let him do what he wants. He's a hardworking man, supposedly dating Trips, who's a beautiful woman. I have no problem with Trips. Yeah, I'll get to the comments in a minute. So got my good buddy Cubics in the chat. What's up, Cubics? But yeah, this fake Charlie Wolf Carol account. I don't even know if it's his account. Actually, it's not his account because it doesn't have the avatar unless he changed it. Unless he changed it in the last couple of days. I really don't care. But still, he's saying that this and that. It's like leave Dan and the drunk alone. Like I said, I have no problem with Dan. He's a good guy. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. The drunk guy, basically, he got owned yesterday by everybody. Basically, he exposed himself. Not like that, but you know. It is what it is. So yeah. And then he recently another comment saying, "Oh, you fear him. You're scared of him." I'm not scared of that fucking drunk. Fuck him. Fuck him, man. All his threats to beat people up. He wanted to beat up me. He wanted to beat up Chase. He wanted to beat up Sean. Well, I said his name. Sorry. Oh, you're still obsessed with him. I said his name. Whoop-de-damn-do. It slipped out of my mouth. Fuck him anyway. Yeah. He wanted to beat up me. He wanted to beat up that guy. He wanted to beat up Chase. He wanted to go to Texas and kill that other guy. We can't say his name either. And what happens? Nothing. Nothing. And I know that I'm getting recorded. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. We're gonna make another threat to me? Ooh. Ooh. I'm so hurt. I'm so scared. I'm scared of an alcoholic. Ooh. You know that wasn't gonna happen. Like, he was gonna go down to San Antonio and beat you know who up. I think it was the beer talking, not the real, you know who, the beer. It is what it is. It is what that's all I gotta say about that. Fuck him. And go clip this and send it to him. I don't give a shit. It's gonna be the same shit that he says anyway. I'm gonna do this and that and that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna actually do it. Yeah, 6 months later, nothing. Just like I said, come to Livingston, New Jersey. That's it. Come on my door, you know. 10 years, nobody. Words. That's all it is. That's all it is. All these things are words. And then you get exposed in video, like, you know, by Chase or by whoever. Fanny YouTube, Double Z. It doesn't matter. No one got exposed. But it is what it is. I'm done with that shit. I'm moving on. I really don't give a shit. Talk your talk and walk your walk. That's what I'm. It is what it is. I'm going to live my best life and continue to do what you guys can't. And that's get pussy. Because it was my woman's birthday over the weekend, and I gave her the vitamins, even though we had an argument last night about random stuff. It is what it is. Most of you heard that on Saturday night, but still. But still, I'm getting some. You're not. You're not. All you're doing is, you know, watching me, leaving me dislikes, playing with your little cock, and rotating on mine and gargling my milk. Same fucking shit. 3 people watching. I know who it is. I know who it is, besides maybe Cubics, but, you know. Other than that, you're going to watch and you're going to record, because that's all you can do. And then do your lame videos that are halfway boring. Nobody wants to see gameplay. Unless it's a good game. Sorry, Call of Duty Zombies is not a good game. That's just my opinion. So if you're playing like something like Final Fantasy or Resident Evil, or maybe Dragon Quest, something cool from maybe back in the day like Zelda, I would watch maybe some of it. I'm not going to watch all of it, but I'm going to watch some of it. I'm not a Call of Duty guy. I'm not a, you know, Red Dead Redemption kind of guy. I don't like those games. I don't play them. I hardly even play my PlayStation 4. You know, the only thing I do when I do feel like playing the PlayStation 4 is I play Final Fantasy, I play Resident Evil 8, or Final Fantasy VII Remake, or just random stuff I have, you know, Metal Gear Solid or whatever. You know, so I don't have the money for a PlayStation 5 at the moment because it's too much. I'm waiting for it to go down in price, which will probably be next Christmas, not this Christmas, maybe next Christmas. Then I'll probably get a PS5. By that time, PlayStation 6 will be coming out. But it is what it is. You know, but like I say, just keep being jealous. That's all these trolls are. Jealous fucking hypocrites. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright. Let's get to the business at hand. So yeah, going back to my original thought, if you will. Yeah, Raw's probably gonna suck tonight. Bobby Lashley's gonna address Goldberg. And Nikki Ashhole is gonna have a celebration of her winning the Raw Women's Championship. But like I said, the fans were booing the living bejesus out of her over this weekend in Pittsburgh and Louisville, Kentucky. Yep. Because they're doing actually did some house shows this week. Ooh. And Cena was on one of them. I think it was on the Pittsburgh show. See, all the trolls go bye-bye because they record. It's like, oh, we recorded it. Let's do a video. And you know, the prophecy will send me stuff. They send me every freaking time. Like I said, the chat room's open. Come on in with your fake accounts. I'll let you have your say, but then you're gonna go bye-bye. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, so Cena was on I think the Pittsburgh show, and was facing Roman. I don't know if it was a tag match or it was one-on-one. I don't know what the outcome of that is. I really don't give a shit. You know, Roman getting booed. What else is new? And that's it. So, I mean, we'll see what happens on Friday Night SmackDown with Fiend Balor and Roman. They're gonna have a match before SummerSlam or maybe at SummerSlam, and then Cena comes out, hey, I challenged him. And then like Finn Balor's like, I don't give a shit about you, dude. I just have a feeling that it might be a triple threat at SummerSlam. I hope not, because it'll be like WrestleMania all over again. You know, it's supposed to be Roman and Edge, and then Daniel Bryan has to cry, bitch, and moan to get a title shot, and he gets his title shot, and Roman beats the crap out of both of them. I just have a feeling it's going to be WrestleMania all over again. Roman's going to face Cena and Fiend Balor and beat them both. And then go on to Extreme Rules and fights whoever's left. Go on to October. Fight whoever comes in the draft, which will probably be Drew McIntyre at this point. And then by the Survivor Series and maybe Crown Jewel, then maybe you take the belt off. Or you do it at the Royal Rumble. I just don't think that, Roman is going to go, it's basically almost a full year champ. I just don't think he's going to go 1 year plus. I just don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that's that. All right, so that's a little bit of Monday Night Raw, maybe a little bit of SmackDown for this week. NXT should be interesting this week as they start the lead up to NXT 36. It's taped this week. So tomorrow is taped, so no live edition of NXT. And like I said, if you don't want to know the spoilers, don't read them. But all I'm going to say is Samoa Joe tells William Regal, I'm done being your little enforcer, and I signed a contract. I'm gonna face Killer Cross at NXT 36 for the NXT World Title. So is that Artem on Bobby Flay? Looks like Artem. Anyway, I think that's Artem on I want to beat Bobby Flay on the TV because I got nothing else to do right now for the next 2.5 hours before Raw goes on the air. Plus, the missus is doing some errands, and as always, because I had to work today. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, thinking I might be getting a side job, a secondary job, just to put more money in my bank account soon. I would say probably in the next couple of weeks, probably by August or by the fall, by Labor Day, I'll probably have a second job, and I can pay more of my bills, and that's that. So I lowered my internet bill to a nice price. Might be going on the emergency internet plan, so I can cut it even more. So basically paying $67 now, and with if I get put on I can get on the plan. I have to do it today. I'm gonna have to keep forgetting to do it. So I'm trying to do it tomorrow. I can cut my bill from 67 to maybe as low as 27 just for the rest of this year. So I know it's gonna go up in January. Same thing with my the rich man's dish. I'm paying about $67 for 2 years. Even though that bill is going to go up $5 in January, so I'll be paying $72 for the rest of 2022, going into 2023. What's my deal last till 2023? That's that. Other than that, phone bill, I don't have to pay too much. Just like my big bill right now is my mortgage and my car. That's it. Now I'm not showing you how much that is. That's all I got to say about that. So yeah, trying to save some money and put some more money in by the time September hits. So I want to have some money to put away, so maybe I can go to Atlantic City, maybe during the by the end of the year. And Christmas is coming, and I'm gonna buy some stuff for who, the missus, and my mama and papa, and maybe for Christmas, and then hopefully by early 2022, maybe I can take another long trip to the sunshine state of Florida. Go down to Florida for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. Because I have it like that, so And if I get this secondary job, kind of like back in 2016 when I was a courier, I can make my own schedule and shit like that. This, if I think about doing this one, I can make my own schedule and do whatever I want. But I'll still be getting paid. Or what I could do, if I do get a part-time job, I'll have to see what happens with my regular job. I'm working remote 3 days out of the week, so it is what it is. What happened here? That's it. All right, so that's pretty much it for that. So if you think I don't work, I do work 3 days out of the week. Work today, I work Tuesday, and I work Friday. And I get paid every goddamn week. So yeah, but if I get this, I'm thinking about getting a second job so I can get more money in, so I can pay more of my bills and my car payments and gas, and and all this shit that I need to do. Maybe concerts and stuff like that later on. Lock the jam. All right, that's it. All right, so we'll move on. All right, so let's get to what the title below says. I know I got Kubik's comment in the chat. All right, so we got that. All right, so over the last, I think it was yesterday or the day before that, there's been some interesting things happening in the world of professional wrestling with CM Punk and Bryan Danielson signing with AEW, and people saying, "Oh, they're not signed. We're thinking about signing them. Not totally 100% signed yet." Tony Khan's not really giving us an answer. Ringside News is basically saying they're 100% signed. Bryan Danielson's gonna debut on September the 22nd in New York City. That's all I gotta say about that. As far as Punk goes, he's kind of trolling and everything. He's trolling. He's just basically trolling. He's followed AEW and then unblocked WWE. Now he's following WWE again. So it was like, oh, he's gonna sign with WWE again. No. And then on his Instagram, he played the Chicago Bulls theme song and Get Dragon Steamboat's theme song, by the Alan Parsons Project. And then it came out over the weekend that Punk will be is scheduled to be at an event in Chicago. We just don't know which one it is. If it's going to be at All Out or it's going to be on a special Dynamite from Chicago later in the year. We don't know yet. As far as we know, I haven't looked at on Ringside News yet, and I probably will before the end of this video. So I want to try to get this video up before Raw goes on the air in just under 2 hours, over 2 hours, I should say. So I got that. But so we had that, and then we had a story that came out, I think it was yesterday, about Latino Heat. Eddie Guerrero, and some woman was talking about on Twitter about, I forgot her name. I don't know what site it was, but not the site, not Twitter. I'm saying, but somebody said on Twitter, we're talking about Eddie Guerrero, and I think it's around the time when Eddie died or something like that. I think it's like coming. Oh, it was before. I don't remember, but anyway, long story short, somebody on Twitter, some Mark, some douchebag, some lowlife, said that Eddie Guerrero is a B+ player, kind of like Daniel Bryan. So, people like WJ and other people, Daily X-Men, the X-Men, not Daily X-Men, sorry, the X-Men and WJ and others have done videos about this whole thing. So I decided, throw my name in the wrestling ring about this. This douchebag calling Eddie Guerrero a B+ player. I know this whoever said it is not watching it, but I have to say one thing. You, sir or madam, are a dumb fuck. Really. This is why I can't stand these fucking marks. Or these, as Brian Pillman, God rest his mighty soul, used to say, smart mark. These millennial marks, these WWE shills, these douchebags that come out of the woodwork, like born from like 1995 up to 2010, don't know shit all about wrestling. We're not old school like me and WJ, because we're old. No offense, WJ, you're old. But, these people saying, Kenny Omega can't draw, the Young Bucks suck, they can't draw, AEW's garbage, their booking sucks. Same fucking arguments. Every goddamn day, every goddamn year. AEW sucks. They can't draw a million. They can't do this. Kenny Omega's a crappy champion. AEW's hiring just the old farts from WWE. They're becoming TNA 2.0, WCW 2.0. And all I gotta say to that is, well, fuck you. At least AEW is entertaining. Okay? You put on way better matches than the WWE. They don't put rematch after rematch after rematch every goddamn week with the same person for one pay-per-view. They do that. They don't do shit like that. Better storylines, better feuds, better women's roster. Probably better commentary. You know, JR botches a lot. Tony Schiavone, basically the entire commentary team botches every once in a while. Either be on Dynamite or Elevation or Dark. Usually it's Dark and Elevation. Schiavone doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. The Big Slow doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about half the time. And on Dark, freaking Excalibur and freaking Taz is going off script, like, oh, I didn't mean to say that. I'm like, is this commentary or am I listening to a podcast here? And then when I watch Dynamite, sometimes JR will botch a little bit, especially that whole WWE Dynamite thing. Then they kind of botched Malachi Black's debut. They're like, oh, that's Tommy N. But that's not the Tommy N I know. That's Malachi Black. I mean, they were flabbergasted. Like, who the hell is this? It is. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, just these stupid fucking marks. I can't stand them. I want to take one of them, just punch him right in the fucking face. I don't care how old he is. Punch him in the face. Or slap him. You dummy! Don't know anything about wrestling. Kenny Omega can't draw, yet they're getting 1.1 million for the last 3 weeks. Okay, they can't draw. Whatever. AEW sucks. Okay. Yeah, WWE's been sucking for the last couple years. Okay. Your opinion sucks. And it's 1-0 Braves, top of the third, and the first game of the doubleheader. God damn it. Now JD's gonna probably jack off right now. Fuck you. Fuck you. I know it's gonna be a tough series, 5 games. And we don't got really one good pitcher pitching this week. Strowman's, coming off a gem. It's probably just starting to suck up again. He's up and down like Jekyll and Hyde. But anyway, yeah. So let's get to this. Now people saying that Eddie Guerrero is a B+ player when he was heavyweight champion back in the Ruthless Aggression era. Former tag team champion, former cruiserweight champion back in WCW. Eddie Guerrero was the man back in the day. Latino heat, with China and everybody. God bless China. Eddie Guerrero, a B+ player. Fuck you. Eddie Guerrero has some great feuds back in the day with Rey Mysterio and with Chris Jericho, Brock Lesnar, where he won the belt from at No Way Out, 2002, 2004, something like that. Yeah, a pretty good feud with JBL. I mean, that most disgusting, bloodiest match in WWE history. With both men just got me really, Eddie was just gushing blood because he bladed wrong. The whole ring was just blood. But Eddie put on a great match with JBL. Great feud with JBL. You know, the whole thing with Rey Mysterio. Dominic, I am your papi. The whole thing, how that played out. You know, he had pretty good matches with that guy named Benoit. You know, Chris Benoit. Now he came to WWE in the later stages of the Attitude Era with the Radicals. You remember the Radicals? Eddie, Benoit, Dean Malenko, and Perry Saturn. And each one of them, well, each one of them had a pretty good start. You know, Dean Malenko really didn't really do much, other than try to get with Lita, and failed. Other than that, Dean Malenko really didn't do much in WWE. Saturn had a pretty decent run in WWE. You know, I was hoping maybe like John Cronus would come back, and they would team up as the Eliminators. You know, in WWE, or even in ECW, when they brought back ECW for that brief time, then they killed it. Thank you, Vince. That didn't happen because Saturn was like hurt and shit. The only good thing about Saturn was Moppy. That's it. But God bless Perry Saturn. I hope he gets better. But really, Benoit and Guerrero were the stars of the Radicals. They broke out. Benoit won various titles, tag team titles, world titles, Intercontinental title. Eddie Guerrero, tag team champion with Chavo. Ooh, Chavo, That, then he won the world title from Brock Lesnar. And then that special moment at WrestleMania 20 when Benoit won the world title from Triple H. And I think it was Shawn Michaels at Madison Square Garden, which I was at. That was a really touching moment for both champions at the time. Benoit was the world champion, and Eddie was the WWE champion. It was kind of looked like the Undisputed Championship. And then that was it. And then they, both of them continued to do some good things in WWE. And then tragically, Eddie died. They had the tribute show, and Benoit just crying up a storm. And then next, maybe, I think it was maybe a few months to a year later, Benoit did what he did. That's the reason why I think Benoit died. I don't think, it was because of the concussions and that he killed Nancy and his son. I don't think it was from the concussions. I think Benoit killed himself because Eddie killed himself. That's what I think. But, that's my opinion. Like I said, my opinion matters the most. But there's so many conspiracy theories going out how Benoit died. Like, the whole reasoning behind Benoit dying and killing Nancy and their son. Even the other son that's living now who wants to become a wrestler. What's his name? David Benoit, I think his name is. He has his own theories about what happened. Surprised we haven't, and we saw it on Dark Side of the Ring. Jericho said what he said, and other wrestlers are saying, well, what's going on? They're saying that the concussions and other stuff led to Benoit, killing his wife and kid. But I just think, it could have been from that. But I think Benoit killed himself because Eddie killed himself. He wanted to be with Eddie because they were so close together since the WCW days. But both of them basically, both of them were pretty decent in WCW. Then basically Eddie got fucked over, and then he quit. I remember the Nitro he quit. I was like, yep, he going to WWE. I didn't think he would take Benoit, Malenko, and Saturn with him to form the Radicals. This was around the time that like WCW was starting to stink after basically they're getting destroyed by WWF at the time, during the Attitude Era. It is what it is. But people saying that Eddie Guerrero is a B+ player, you must haven't watched an Eddie Guerrero match in your life. A man was so good on the mic. Now, in the early days, he wasn't that great on the mic. But like when he got to WWE, especially, with his, when he changed his theme to, they changed his theme, they put him with China, Latino Heat. He was, I think, European champion at one point. God, I missed that belt. But they'll never bring that belt back. Or the hardcore belt. It is what it is. But Eddie Guerrero, in my eyes, I think he was an A++ player. Great promos, great matches, especially with Rey Mysterio, Benoit. Back in the ruthless aggression days. Great on the mic. He was great. Especially that promo he cut before No Way Out against Brock. It's like, Brock S.A. I am addicted, S.A. I am addicted to them. I love that promo. I even love the promos that that he did during with Rey Mysterio when they were fighting over Dominic and everything. Dominic, I'm your puppy now. S.A. The whole thing, lie, cheat, and steal. I still remember his final match on SmackDown back in, I think it was 2006, against Mr. Kennedy. When he pulled a good old lie, cheat, and steal. Picked up the chair, and he was about to hit Mr. Kennedy with it, and Mr. Kennedy was getting up, the ref was getting up, then he slammed the fucking chair down, threw it at Mr. Kennedy, he fell down. He's like, "He hit me with the chair." And then I think it was Charles Robinson, who was the referee, said, "Ring the bell!" Disqualified Mr. Kennedy, and Eddie won, and everybody's going nuts. It was the last match that Eddie Guerrero had before he passed away. And then we kind of got a glimpse, not a glimpse, I should say, a rehashing of it with Britt Baker was about to hit Nyla Rose with the belt. She gives, she's about to hit Nyla, and then the referee wakes up, and then she gives the belt to Nyla, and I was like, no! Eddie influenced a lot of people. Sasha Banks, did the frog splash and everything. She was really influenced by Eddie. But, saying he's a B+ player is like calling Daniel Bryan a B+ player. Not storyline-wise, when that whole thing at WrestleMania 30, what was it? Yeah, it was 30, I'm sorry. With the authority, the game, Triple H and Stephanie, hi, Steph, calling him a B+ player. And what happened? Daniel Bryan proved them wrong. Won the Undisputed title at WrestleMania by beating Triple H, and then beating Batista and Randy Orton as Butler's voice for the belt. And then basically that got destroyed by "My name is Kane." Then before the whole neck injury, concussion stuff happened, he won the Intercontinental title. So, people still saying that Bryan Danielson is a B+ player, that they haven't watched a match in their goddamn life. All these, what happened? Let me do something. Oh, I'll do something else. These goofball fans that don't know shit all about wrestling, just saying weird shit. Daniel Bryan's not a B+ player. I mean, he's a B+ player. This and that. Kenny Omega's not a great champion. He can't draw. The Young Bucks are crap. AEW sucks. And now we get this. Eddie Guerrero's a B+ player. I've said it before and I'll say it again. People are entitled to their opinions, but some of them are really, really, really stupid. Daniel Bryan was never a B+ player. Never. I guess you haven't watched a match from Bryan Danielson back in Ring of Honor circa 2006 up to 2009. All his great matches in Ring of Honor with Nigel. You know, and what's his name? Marufuji. You know? He was a great champion in Ring of Honor. Great matches, great theme too. You know, the final countdown. I just hope he brings that back when he debuts in New York City. Or on Dynamite between now and then. I would love to just the lights go out and that goes completely berserk. And then they start chanting, you know, they start singing the entire theme song. You thought people singing Judas was good? Wait till final countdown hits. Don't forget about fucking Judas. Not to say Judas is a bad song, but final countdown is amazing. Same thing with Cult of Personality. When that hits, when Punk comes out, whether it be at All Out or whenever he appears on Dynamite or in Chicago, whenever that may be. But yeah, people saying Bryan Danielson is a B+ player. Now Eddie Guerrero is a B+ player. What the fuck are you watching, dude? Thank you for the free view. Are the same fucking marks. You know? Probably Cena marks. But it is what it is. My eyes, Bryan Danielson's an A++ player. Eddie Guerrero, A++ player. These freaking people should not be on the internet. Because they're all a bunch of fucking smart marks. Shills. What have you. Should not be allowed on the internet. Not allowed to watch wrestling or go to a wrestling event. It is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero is a great man, great family man, you know. You know, people still remember Eddie, you know, doing the Latino Heat, you know. Vicky Guerrero's in AEW now, you know, because her name is Guerrero. Chavo's now in AEW because, you know, he's the executive consultant to Andrade. You know, you have to have that Latino heat factor. You got to have the Latin factor in there too. You know, with the luchadors like Pentagon Zero, Miedo, and Rey Fenix there, and along with Conan and Santana Ortiz. You know, you got to have the Puerto Rican and Latino flavor in there too. You know, it's just a shame, you know, that Eddie's gone. I think if Eddie didn't die, he would have been multiple time champion at least 5, maybe 6, 7 times. You put on great matches with Punk, Danielson, or Daniel Bryan, whatever you want. Maybe with Cena. Maybe with Roman. I don't know. You know, it is what it is. What it is. But I miss Eddie a lot. I miss Eddie. You know, not one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. Not my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. But I liked him. Like, he can cut a promo, great wrestling, technical skills. You know, he had that Latino swagger, you know, Latino heat. But him being a B+ player, fuck you. Fuck you, and oh, yeah, Latino, he says, fuck you, ese, you pendejo. That's what whoever's calling him a B+ player is, a fucking pendejo. Fuck him or her. It is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, let's get the Cubics little comment. Big ups to Cubics. Subscribe to his channel because I said so. He says the people who called Eddie Guerrero a B+ player are the same people who probably think Kenny Omega is the best wrestler today. He is one of the best, but no. Him and Roman are the best things going right now in wrestling. I'm sorry. Hate me all you want, but you will, as the banner says, acknowledge the king. Because I am the king of Extreme. And the king of this fucking website. Oh, absolutely. Don't forget, I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, and your mama and your grandmother and your girlfriend's wet dream. Absolutely. Blech. That's all I gotta say about that. Prove me wrong. If I'm not, prove me wrong. But you can't. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah. Yeah, but people, like I said, people have their own opinions about Kenny. Like I said, Kenny is one of the best wrestlers out there today, next to Roman. Roman and Kenny are really bringing back wrestling in my eyes. Roman's doing a great job as this monster heel since basically last year. Kind of keeping the WWE afloat a little bit. Everybody else is just it's just the Roman show right now. Roman's holding, you know, basically carrying the WWE on his massive back right now. But still getting really crappy ratings for Raw and maybe a little bit of SmackDown. They have to dig in the well and pull out Cena, pull out Goldberg, pull out Stone Cold Steve Austin, and, you know, Hogan, and all the other legends. Trying to get a big rating. You know, Stone Cold will get you 2.5 million by himself. He doesn't just have to be there. Hogan will probably do the same thing because it's Hogan. But, you know, guys like Cena and Goldberg, no, can't even pull at least 2 million. That's sad. We're living in 2021, and we can, yeah, these part-timers coming in just to get a title shot because they have nobody else. They can't build new stars. The same fucking person every fucking month. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre 3 straight pay-per-views. I mean, come on. It's starting to get regurgitating boring. I couldn't stand it. And then we finally got something new. Lashley and Kofi last pay-per-view at Money in the Bank. It was new, but we all knew Lashley was going to beat the living shit out of Kofi. I mean, we saw, you know, Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens fight 2 pay-per-views. I think it was 2 pay-per-views. The Royal Rumble and the one after that, I think it was Elimination Chamber. Then after that, you know, Edge comes in and they throw in Daniel Bryan for no good apparent reason. And then they throw Cesaro in, just because he was getting a mega push. Now it's down the toilet again. You put Roman and Edge for the next, the last two pay-per-views. Besides, before the last one, before Money in the Bank, when they did Roman and Edge. We don't want to see the same fucking thing every fucking pay-per-view, every fucking Raw and SmackDown. I'm getting sick of it. I'm sick of seeing, freaking. It doesn't matter who it is. I just don't want to see him every fucking week in the same goddamn match. Sheamus and Humberto Carrillo 5 weeks in a row for not even going for the United States title, and he has not even defended once. It's pathetic. Sheamus is getting pathetic, and it's sad. Why is Sheamus in a stupid feud with a fucking douchebag from catering? Humberto Carrillo or Ricochet. Why is he in a feud with them? Why does he have the United States title? Making a joke of it again. There's no contenders either. Fucking sad. It's fucking sad. The tag team titles, same thing. The women's tag team titles are a joke. There's nobody to face Natalia. Oh, not Natalia and Tamina. They're gonna lose them to Shotzi and Tegan. But then who's Shotzi and Tegan gonna be facing off against? Like the New Day. Who? Like I sound like an owl. Who? Who's gonna face, AJ and Omos? Even though they're fighting the Viking Raiders tonight for the belts. You know who's gonna win that? Not gonna be the Viking Raiders. And even if they do win, who's next? Who's next in line? Nobody. Just be another rematch at SummerSlam. That's what it's going to be. There's no tag teams. Unless they bring up Daxter and Ciampa. Or maybe the grizzled young veterans or somebody from NXT UK. Not going to be Pretty Deadly or Subculture. Because those tag teams are just going nuts in NXT UK. Who else is in NXT UK that I don't even know. They'll have to bring them over because they can't build stars. That's why Vince wants to bring up everybody from NXT now and then give them the golden shovel. Because what he's doing, he's going to do it to Shotzi and Tegan. He's definitely going to do it to Toni Storm. He's already done it to Killer Cross. Bronson Reed had a dark match. He's gonna get the golden shovel, even though he wants to be part of the Romans thing. He wants to be part of that little faction. I'm surprised. I'm like, you're not Samoan. You're Australian, mate. But okay, we'll put you in there. And then watch Bronson Reed get nothing. Just put in catering and go bye-bye. The same thing. The same fucking thing. Xia Li had a dark match. Who else? Indy Hartwell had a dark match. Aaliyah had a dark match. They're not going to be used. They're going to be in catering every fucking Monday and Friday. They're not going to get used. And if they do, they'll just be jobbers. That's what Toni Storm's going to be. Oh, she beat Selena Vega because Selena Vega is getting punished by the WWE because her husband, Tommy End's in AEW. She's getting the Lana treatment just without getting put through a table 9 weeks out of 10. She's just losing. Lost her debut match to Liv Morgan. Didn't win at Money in the Bank. And then receives the job out to Toni Storm. And when they bring up Io and Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai and Candice and Indy Hartwell, they're not going to be big stars. Vince is destroying NXT from within. You people don't see that? You fucking marks don't see that? Is it just me? I know my good buddy Joe Cronin sees it. JD maybe, because JD's a weirdo. His Braves suck too. I don't care if you win 4 or 5 games this week. I don't care. You still suck. Okay? Your team still sucks. It is what it is. But yeah, any schmuck knows that Vince is killing NXT. He doesn't give a shit about Hunter, his son-in-law. Doesn't give a shit about NXT. All Vince cares about the money. Doesn't care about his company either, or the men and women that bust their asses 350 days a year. In a pandemic, by the way. It is what it is, I know. That's all I gotta say about that. But it's gonna be the same fucking story with WWE. Same fucking champions. The fucking cycle continues. And the draft is not gonna be anything to write home about either. The only big names are gonna go is Drew McIntyre going to SmackDown and Big E going to Raw. That's it. They put Finn Balor on Raw, no, on SmackDown, excuse me. You know, now he's getting a title match with Roman. That he's gonna win. You know, he's just gonna have the match with Roman and then go back to mid-card hell, or maybe catering. They're not gonna use him correctly. He might win the Intercontinental title. Whoop-de-doo. Maybe he don't want to beat Apollo Crews at this point. That's all he's gonna be good for. Is just mid-card hell. You know, like I said, Aaliyah got moved to Raw. Mandy Rose got moved to NXT for some odd reason. I don't know what she's gonna do there, unless it's gonna be a part of the Robert Stone brand with Taya Valkyrie and Jessica Mayer and Robbie E. No. Shit. 2-0 Braves, top of the 4th. Great. Yep, Mets won. Looks like the Mets are going to lose this game. Probably win game 2. Another fucking doubleheader split. What else is new? They'll probably lose that game too because we don't even know who the fuck's pitching in game 2. Bullshit. Another crappy start from Strowman. Pitches a gem, pitches a great 8-inning gem, and then fucks up. What else is new? It's like he can't pitch at home either. I don't remember one game he pitched that was so good at home. Garbage. Garbage. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, going back to my point. The WWE is not building stars. They're not going to build any stars. They're just going to keep going back to the well every fucking time. Same fucking champions. It's not Bobby Lashley. It might be Drew McIntyre. It's not Drew McIntyre. It's probably going to be Randy Orton. Not going to be anybody else. Not going to be The Miz or John Morrison or anybody like that. You know, on SmackDown, nobody's going to beat Roman at this point. Unless it's The Rock. Unless they have to pull out the Dwayne. Now, give it to The Rock. A part-time piece of crap that he's going to lose it right away. Now, people want Big E to cash in on Roman. Is it going to happen? Probably not. Anyway. The WWE does not build stars, ladies and gentlemen. They're just same fucking same fucking shit. Same fucking shit. They have to pull out fucking Cena and Oberg just to get a rating. But what's gonna happen when they go bye-bye? You know, Oberg and Cena are going bye-bye after SummerSlam. Goldberg is only supposed to appear twice unless they give him money. It's like, oh, come up here, come to Extreme Rules, come to Crown Jewel. We'll give you $1 million. The Saturday Prince will throw his blood money at you. Give you $10 million. You got the money. They'll do the same thing with Cena. It is what it is. It's fucking horrible. They're not going to build stars. And even if, like, an Adam Cole, baby, or Johnny Gargano, or Io, or Raquel Gonzalez come up, you know what's going to happen? Their first night on Raw or SmackDown, ding, get hit with the golden shovel. There won't be that big a star. I mean, look at Killer Cross. Look what happened to him. Look at Keith Lee. Look at Aleister Black. The list goes on and on and on and on. Everybody has come up from NXT since 2017. Besides the notable Sasha, Bayley, Bianca, Becky, Charlotte, Roman, Seth, Kevin Owens to an extent, Sami Zayn to a little bit of an extent. Everybody after them, garbage. They got treated like pure shit. They got hit with the golden shovel. Keith Lee should just tell Vince, go fuck yourself. And come to PWG or go to AEW. Same thing with Mia Yim. Wasn't really good, that great in NXT. She had a couple of good matches, the ladder matches that she had with Io, the contenders matches. She had a couple of good, decent feuds. And then they bring her up, they put her in that miserable fucking faction named like Retribution. That was a fail to start, by the way. I mean, look where Dominic Dijakovic is right now. Look where Dio Madden is right now in catering. Mason T-Bar, stupid names. You should go back to NXT. And then you put Mustafa Ali as the leader, which was a dumb idea. Retribution never got off the ground. It was garbage. That whole, that whole, what was it called? The hacker gimmick that they were going to give Mustafa Ali. That was a fail from the beginning. We knew who it was. Doesn't take a scientist to know what that damn fucking symbol looked like. Oh, that was going to be Mustafa Ali. Who's the hacker? I know the truth. That failed. Everything that WWE does fails most of the time. Well, Underground failed. And that was Shane McMahon's idea. He wanted to, he tried, I think it was not like a brawl for all type thing. He just wanted to have an MMA type thing on Raw. And it lasted, what, 6 weeks at least? Horrible. It was garbage. And that really was made for Shayna Baszler. Why wasn't Shayna Baszler on every week? 1 week she's on. Whoop-de-doo. She beats up a bunch of people. Marina Shafir and, what's her name? Jessamine Duke were on the show. Just to beat up a couple of people. Just to showcase them. That's it. And then, boom, Strowman was on. That was it. Nothing good came out of that. No. Dabo Cabo was on the show. That was the only good thing, the only thing. You know, look at Dawakawa is now. Come on, Aziz. Woo. You know, he's in the thing with Apollo, making Apollo look better than he was. What? Thought I shut that off. You know, it is what it is. I guarantee you that after Cena and Goldberg are gone after SummerSlam, or if Goldberg stays and does one more match and is at Extreme Rules, or if the Saudi Prince himself says, "Oh, I want Goldberg," no, that's a bad freaking impression. But it is, I want Goldberg. You know, that was even worse. You know. He'll want Goldberg. He'll want Cena. He'll probably want Hogan at Crown Jewel in November, whenever that is. I don't know when. It is what it is. But I guarantee after they're gone, the ratings are gonna go back down. And then people, you know, these fucking marks are gonna come out of woodwork and say, "Oh, the WWE is getting better ratings. The ratings are failing because of the NBA and the NHL and Monday Night Football." They're bitch and complain that the ratings suck because of football, because of baseball, the playoffs. You know, the NBA and the NHL starting and college football starting. It's not going to be because of that. It's going to be because of the product. The product's garbage. The WWE product is garbage. That's why, you know, AEW is doing way better than them. I'm not saying that because I'm people think I'm an AEW mark when I'm not. There's no way. I don't praise AEW every goddamn week or every fucking video. Okay? Same thing with Otaku, so get off his nuts too. We're wrestling fans, okay, giving our opinion of the sport of professional wrestling. So get off on nuts, okay? We're not marks. We'll mark out, but we're not marks. Total difference. That's all I gotta say about that. WWE's gonna suck, and AEW is just gonna blow them out in the water. Them and freaking New Japan. It is what it is. Speaking of New Japan, congratulations to Robbie Eagles, the new junior heavyweight champion. I think it's the first Englishman to win the title. Something like that. Yeah, they had a Wrestle Grand Slam in the Tokyo Dome. That was earlier this morning. And it was shit. You know, if you subscribe to New Japan on YouTube, you can watch the highlights and all that shit. They had a nice backstage thing with the Dangerous Techers, Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi, and we had the lovely Mio Habe come back. She looks so fucking hot. I wanted to jump through the computer screen, go to Japan, just take her out of the room, just fuck her in the ass and make her humble. I can do every night, but it is what it is. Yeah, so they had a little thing with Naito and Sonata. Naito's been whipping Zack Sabre Jr.'s ass for the last couple of shows. So they might be doing like a triple threat match or something like that at the next show. Whatever the next show is. But I know the G1's coming up in a couple weeks. I think the other team was I forgot who the other team was. I think it was Evo and was it Evo? No, not Evo. I forget. There was Goto and Yoshihashi, the never 6-man tag team champions. They had a nice little segment between each other. That was kind of cool. we got that. Shingo was facing Tanahashi. That was a good match, pretty decent match. Nothing great. I think they're trying to do Shingo and Ibushi again. Okada got a win over Jeff Cobb. Whoop did you? And then it was I think it was Taiji Ishimori. I forgot who it was. There was something with with Taguchi and Rocky Romero. They were fighting over the junior. I think it was the junior tag team belts. I think it was against Ishimori and I forgot who his partner was. They lost. What else is new? Taguchi always loses. You know, I keep thinking Sho and Yo had the junior tag team belts, but I forgot that Ishimori won them. But it is what it is, you know. Right now, AEW in Japan are doing not AJ Styles phenomenal, but phenomenal right now. Like Ronda's starting to pick up a little bit. Impact still cruising along, you know. It is what it is. Deonna Purrazzo might be on NWA Empower. The NWA Women's Pay-Per-View that Mickie James is producing and stuff. We got all that. So that might be awesome. I don't know who else is going to be on that pay-per-view. Maybe Tessa Blanchard appears on that show. I don't know. Got Triple Mania next month. Got SummerSlam next month. What else? We got the G1 coming up with New Japan. Ring of Honor's got Glory by Honor during SummerSlam weekend. That's gonna be hard to watch. What do you watch? Well, I think that's I think that's the Friday. I think it's a Friday night show. No wait. Yeah, it's a Friday night show. The first night. Glory by Honor night 1 is on Friday night, and then night 2, which is basically a house show, on Saturday night. Glory by Honor 1 and 2. So I don't even know what to watch that night. You got SmackDown, you got Rampage in its second week, and then you got Glory by Honor. Like, what can you watch? I'm gonna have to watch Glory by Honor like 3 o'clock in the morning, or the next morning, like SummerSlam morning. I have to watch Glory by Honor. Then I gotta wait for all day for fucking SummerSlam to start, and that SummerSlam is probably gonna be like 4 or 5 hours. It'll probably suck. I mean, it already looks like it's gonna suck. I mean, the only match I actually now, that I want to see now is Seth Rollins and Edge. That's it. I don't want to see Lashley and Oberg. I really don't want to see that. I'd rather go to the bathroom. So Oberg's gonna win. I'm hoping for Big E to cash in on him instead of Lashley. So we'll have to see what happens with SummerSlam, and it looks like it's going to be Roman versus Cena. Nobody gives a shit. So I don't know. I'm hoping for Bianca and Sasha for the SmackDown belt. As far as the Raw Women's title goes, I'm thinking it's going to be Becky Lynch and Charlotte. And Horseface Charlotte. That's what I think. And it's pretty much, that's pretty much it for that. Yeah, so I talked about a little bit about Eddie Guerrero being a B+ player. And that's all I gotta say about that. Big ups to Casey Catal, by the way. she put up a tweet about FMW explosion. No, Onita's thing. I don't even know. I think they did that already, right? Did they have? Was supposed to have a show? It was supposed to be like a 6-man exploding barbed wire bomb match. Actually, let me go to Casey Catal's Twitter. Did I follow her? I don't know why I'm not following her. Where's the tweet? I'm trying to find a tweet. I don't know where it is. Let me just. Maybe it's on her tweets and replies. I don't know. I don't see it. Man, it must be on somebody else's Twitter. But she tweeted something to FMW explosion, like something about like women can get hardcore too. They can go through exploding barbed wire too. And they showed her match with Jimmy Lloyd. It was a square circle of sacrifice match, and part of the ring had like exploding barbed wire and exploding bombs and stuff like that. And she went, she took a suplex through the exploding barbed wire, and then she went face first through it. Woo! That's what I told her too. I left a tweet saying what I said. I turned my damn fucking thing off. Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, I tweeted that Casey Catal is the only American woman to go face first through exploding barbed wire, and she liked the reply, and then somebody else replied to it, liked it too. The Great Yota, whoever that is. Shinshu Wrestling Federation agent. I don't know if he's a wrestler or an agent, but whatever. They like my tweet, so yeah. So it is what it is. Follow me on Twitter today at the link below. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, so let's. All right, so that's really all I gotta say about that. So we're gonna go to a little bit of quickie news right now from ringsidenews.com, and then we're gonna get ready for Monday Night Raw. All right, so got more news on a good buddy CM Punk. CM Punk having fun with AEW signing report on social media. So yeah, like I said, he's trolling and everything. Like I said, fans noticed that Punk followed AEW on Twitter. Previously did not follow Tony Khan's company. After that made headlines, he followed the Young Bucks. Then he started following Tony Khan and then Vincent Kennedy McMahon and the WWE, and then for some reason the Edmonton Oilers. I don't know why you follow the Edmonton Oilers. The Edmonton Oilers, or as a former college buddy of mine said, the Edmonton Oilers. He had the WWE app on his phone. Ringside News exclusively report that CM Punk's on a contract with AEW. He's on the way. Punk and Bryan Danielson's signings both came up in the past couple of weeks. Blah blah blah. So it's like a big time to be an AEW fan. And that's that. So we had that. We had sad news over the weekend that Jeff Hardy, tested positive for the fucking virus, so they had to pull him off the house shows this week. He's not going to be on. I doubt he's going to be on Raw tonight. So Killer Cross will probably, he wants revenge, and Jeff Hardy's not there. Probably another boring match. They'll probably lose that too. We'll probably lose to Humberto Carrillo or some other jobber from catering. So we got that. So my thoughts and prayers go out to Jeff Hardy. Hopefully he gets better really quickly. So he's going to be out 2 weeks with this fucking virus. What else is new? I don't know if he got if he was vaccinated or he was not vaccinated. I hope he was, but if not, then it is what it is. The Delta variant's going berserk right now, and there's people back in the stands. No social distancing at all. Nobody's wearing masks. I'm going to tell you. I'm telling you right now. By the end of the year, we're going to go back to the beginning again. Everybody's going to be wearing a mask, whether you're vaccinated or not. They might give us a third shot, a booster shot, so we can so we won't get the Delta variant or whatever variant after that. The Lambda variant. I don't know, the stupid Greek names. This fucking virus keeps mutating at a rapid rate. That's why Florida is just getting bombarded again. That's why I don't really want to go to Florida right now. I mean, I do and I don't. But this fucking virus seems to never end. Even as we're trying to get things back to normal. Same fucking shit. Anyway, so my prayers go out to Jeff Hardy, and I hope he gets better really quickly and comes back to WWE. That's that. At least they gave him no more words back. That's great. That's awesome. Now we'll move on. All right, more quickie news. Andrade, Idolo. Andrade hopes to have Charlotte Flair in his corner, his bitch. So he wants to have Horseface in his corner in the future. So that may mean that Charlotte jumped ship to AEW. She's already in the doghouse in WWE because of that picture that she had with Andrade where she's wearing a WWE shirt, WWE hat. Andrade's wearing an AEW hat. She got a lot of heat for that. She didn't really give a shit. So we might see Horseface in AEW next to Andrade. Why not? Tony Khan and the AEW EVPs fly to Chicago for a rumored promo shoot, probably for All Out, I would assume. Let's check that story out. Well, there's an update to this story too. Body Slam is an update on the story. AEW's denying that Tony Khan was on the plane, but a trip was made using the Khan family plane to Chicago. They said, and I quote, "We were contacted by AEW with an update saying that Tony Khan was not on the flight to Chicago. However, we did get confirmation that his family plane did in fact make the trip from Champaign, Illinois, to Chicago over the weekend. Now, originally, Tony Khan had big plans for Chicago, or AEW in Chicago, which is basically their second home next to Jacksonville. And they're going to give the fans some big news. Body Slam reported that Tony Khan and EVPs flew to Chicago on the flying jet from Champaign-Urbana to Chicago, being very tight-lipped about the trip. But sources say that they might have been shooting footage at the United Center. So I mentioned on Saturday night that AEW might be running Dynamite or maybe All Out at the United Center. So who knows what that? That's the update is that Tony Khan was not on the plane. So it might have been the Young Bucks and maybe Kenny went there, and some other EVPs. That's that. Yeah, I mentioned Nikki Ash Hole getting booed during the weekend at the WWE house shows. Yeah, so they're probably going to give the belt back to Horseface Charlotte, maybe tonight, maybe at SummerSlam, who knows. It's that. The WWE removed Roman Reigns' dirty joke about, missionary position every single night. They removed that from the YouTube, from the replays and on YouTube. I bet you Susan went to Vince and said, we can't use that. No sexual stuff on our website. Fuck you, Susan. You fucking cunt. It is what it is. And the big news from this weekend, if you're an indie fan, like a big indie fan like I am, GCW, Game Changer Wrestling, for you dumb people that don't know what it is. Basically, it's all ultra violent. Kind of like a hybrid of H2O and a hybrid of CCW and ICW. Basically, really kind of based off in Jersey, but they went to Vegas. They're going to Texas next month. But most of the shows have been they went to Indy as well, Indianapolis, Indiana. But most of the shows are at the Showboat Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. So they had GCW Homecoming night 1, and last night was night 2. But on night 1, they had, for the GCW World Title in a death match, the Death Match King, Nick freaking Gage. No, not Nick Cage, you fucking mark. Nick freaking Gage against Mr. Woo Woo Woo, Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, whatever you want the fuck you want to call him. Thank you for the free views again. I'm telling you, come on in. Come on in, say your shit, and then proceed to get blocked. And if you don't like it, do something. But it is what it is. So they had Nick freaking Gage against Matt Cardona in a death match. Now we all thought it was just going to be a one and done thing. Like Cardona was going to come to GCW, get his ass destroyed by Nick freaking Gage. But as we saw, the internet blew up Saturday night. Even when I was doing the freaking the video, the stream, I had GCW in the other room. And after I'm done, I'm looking at the GCW is still going on, and I'm watching Nick Gage and freaking Matt Cardona, the bloodbath that it was. Cardona got his fucking ass kicked. But somehow, someway, Matt Cardona beats Nick freaking Gage with the help of 4400. For those of you who don't know what 4400H is, that's that Ohio is for Killers thing that they used to be in CCW. Yeah, that's those guys. Ohio is for Killers. With Sammy Callahan and company, they used to be around. Jake and Dave Christ used to be in that group. Not the Impact version, what I'm talking about. It was Jake and Dave Christ and Sammy Callahan. That group. I'm talking about the CCW version of Ohio is for Killers. Yeah, so they changed their name to 44OH or 44 exclamation point OH. Yeah, so they interfered and they helped Cardona beat Nick Gage. So Matt Cardona is the new GCW World Heavyweight Champion, and people were pissed. I'm people. Among the people that were there at the Showboat Casino, throwing garbage and beer bottles and fucking shit in the ring. They were pissed. And I guess now that this is not a one-time thing. That Cardona was scripted to beat Nick Gage for the GCW World Title. I don't know if Nick Gage is going to get a rematch. I hope he does. But it seems like Nick Gage may be signing with All Elite Wrestling. He's going to be on the show on Wednesday night in a no disqualification match against Jericho. That better be fucking ultra violent. If there's no fucking light tubes, there's no fucking glass, I don't give a shit. It's gonna be bloody, I know that, but I want fucking glass. I want fucking light tubes. I want fucking doors. I want it to be ultra fucking violent. But knowing, Tony Khan and maybe the state athletic commission or whoever, maybe the people in the arena, like, that's too violent. Morons. But yeah, Matt Cardona's a fucking wanted man right now in the internet wrestling community, the IWC right now. Thank you for the free view again. Keep coming on in. Come in, come out. Come in, come out. Like my dick in your girlfriend's ass and your mama's ass. In and out. In and out. Because they love it going every fucking time. That's why they're gargling my cum. It is what it is. They come back for more. But I digress. So yeah, Matt Cardona is the GCW World Heavyweight Champion. Nick Gage has a problem with him now. Well, I don't know if he's gonna stay with GCW, even though from what I'm hearing from my good buddy Mikey McNichols, that people who are in the can do they're in AEW can still do their indie bookings and shit. That's why we saw Moose at WrestlePro, Eddie Edwards at WrestlePro. Jonathan Gresham was at the GCW show. I was surprised to see Gresham there. I was like, what the fuck is Gresham doing there? Two Cold Scorpio was at a GCW show, I think was. I don't know if it's on the GCW show. Him and the Grim Reefers, having a pass the doobie match or something like that. That was kind of cool. Yeah, but still, Matt Cardona's a wanted man. He's a dead man now, because Nick Gage has gone berserk. He's gonna want to beat the living shit out of 440H, beat the shit out of them, and then get back his GCW World Title. And he's got Moxley to deal with too. So yeah, he has a lot of obstacles to go through before getting back that GCW World Title. Got to go through Moxley, and he's got to go through 440H and Matt Cardona. I can't wait for that rematch to happen, wherever it may be. Hopefully he's back in Jersey again. They're supposed to go to Texas next month. And then I'm thinking they're coming back to Jersey in September or October. I think they're coming back to the the Showboat Hotel and Casino, where they have a lot of people. Start off with a little bit, and then GCW started growing. Now they got a lot of people going there. Maybe one day I'll go, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with all that, and we'll move on from there. All right, so that's pretty much all I got to say about that. I think that's pretty much it, because it's almost 7 o'clock, so we're getting ready for Monday Night Raw. Let's just check if anything else is in the news today. I don't think there is. Yeah, it's really. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, we got some new. We got some extra news. WWE is interested in bringing back blood Strowman. So we all knew that was going to happen. All right, so all right, we got some quickie WWE news. This is regarding John Cena. John Cena has been confirmed for the SmackDown after SummerSlam. So that is the August the 27th SmackDown. So he will be there. Will he be champ? Hopefully not. But we'll see. And if he is, he'll probably lose it at Extreme Rules. But hopefully he will not. But we'll see what happens with that. Okay, we got some interesting WWE news. Let's get to all this really quickly. And we'll go a little bit extra time. I got all the time in the world on StreamYard. I got to do a Raw review, then a SmackDown review, and then my time resets. So I got time. Got all the time in the world, my friends. All right, we got a big story about Keith Lee. Keith Lee. No, not that guy. Keith Lee was off WWE television for months, then he returned last week on Raw to lose to Bobby Lashley in about 5-6 minutes. Still don't know why Keith Lee vanished for almost half a year, but we're going to be hearing his story pretty soon, on his terms, he says. WWE rejected an idea from Keith Lee to tell his story. He apparently had a reason for his absence, but WWE didn't want to tell it in a way that would be educational. But now Keith Lee is apparently going to explain his hiatus on his own terms, but he's going to need about another week or two to tell us. So we're not going to know till probably next week or the week after that. All right, this is what I think this is from, I don't know if he said this on Twitter or Instagram. He says, and I quote, "I decided I'm just going to tell you guys the story myself. Give me a week or two." So we will hear the truth from Keith Lee regarding his hiatus from the WWE, maybe since February. So a little four and a half, almost 5 month hiatus. I wonder if he's going to talk about Mia Yim as well, because she's been gone as well. So we'll see. All right, Ringside News will pay close attention to how Keith Lee is booked on Raw in the meantime. Probably be a jobber. Yeah, he's stuck in catering right now. He did return last week, so there's no reason why Keith Lee should be off the show this week. Hopefully he'll win this week. Probably not. Could be a telling sign that Keith Lee is not around the red brand this week, but also might have led to this tweet from the Limitless one. And that's that. So that's going to be very interesting to see what Keith Lee has to say, why he was on hiatus for almost 5 months. Same thing with Mia Yim. And that's it. All right, we got a story about Carmella. There was a big wardrobe malfunction at the WWE house show. So here's the story. You never know what can happen at a live event. Fans this weekend got more than they wanted. They got some boobies. Anyway, Bianca Belair and Carmella had a match at one of the house shows. But Carmella's wardrobe had a mind of its own, but that didn't stop her from basically finishing the match. So she had a wardrobe malfunction and still finished the match half naked. So big ups to Carmella. Anyway, clip is now circulating Carmella's top coming undone while wrestling Bianca. 100% real, and you can watch the whole video on Ringside News official Instagram account. So go on there now. Carmella's top came undone, but she didn't miss a step. I don't know how she finished the match. Barely. If you see the video, her top gets ripped off, and then she's like, everyone's like, "Woo!" Get the cameras ready and everything. But she's basically topless, which isn't a bad thing. They continue to wrestle. I don't know how. I don't know how she finished the match. But anyway, Bianca and Carmella continued wrestling as Carmella was praying that the front of her would stay attached to her body, so no boobies were flying out or anything like that. Thankfully for her, the live crowd didn't get any full frontal boobies, but all we saw was her back, and not her ass. But it is what it is. Yeah, so that's that. For a split second during the video, Bianca almost helps Carmella fasten her top, but there was no time for that. Instead, they continued because there was the match had to continue. It's highly likely that Carmella will make extra sure to double fasten her top from this point on. It was quite an interesting situation. As Bianca and Carmella did a match on a house show. And that's it. Actually, I didn't want to go back. But, yeah, you can basically go to Ringside News Instagram account. I think it's on their Twitter account, too. Actually, I don't want to play it because I don't want to show it and play it because I'll get copyrighted. It's basically on their on that. So I don't want to play. I don't want to play the audio because WWE might copyright it. So I'll watch it later. But yeah, her top does come off. Partially come off. So for all you fans in Pittsburgh or in Louisville, you almost got boobies, and that's it. It is what it is. Like I mentioned, Roman Reigns is the missionary position every single night. Then got removed from the SmackDown replay and on YouTube as well. So yeah, fuck Susan and fuck the WWE for that. All right, we know that now. We know, like I said, I was mentioning about Crown Jewel. This is the current date for the WWE's return to Saudi Arabia in 2021. It's apparently going to be Thursday, October the 21st. I thought it was going to be in November, but Andrew Zarian of the Madmen Pro Wrestling podcast tweeted out that he heard October is the current month for WWE's return to Saudi Arabia, and the date is going to be Thursday, October the 21st. So I don't know if that's actually going to be the date for Crown Jewel or what's going to happen. They're still in a 11-year partnership. I think they're in their third year as of now. So they got 8 more years to go. Any dates they missed will be tacked onto their existing deal. No, that's that. WWE's got a lot of things coming down the pipe as they go back on tour. They're not going to pass up going to Saudi Arabia because of Saudi Arabia, they need the blood money from the Saudi Arabia prince, of course. Yeah, so we got that. Like I mentioned, Nikki Ash Holt got booed during the weekend. During the house show, she got booed. Blah blah blah. We got a story about The Rock. He reacted to reports of his WWE return, and nobody gives a shit. We got news on our good friend Kayla Braxton. She was not comfortable with previous WWE job. I didn't even know she had a previous WWE job, but it is what it is. Oh, she was on NXT. I forgot about that. Yeah, doing the ring. Not she was doing she was the ring announcer for NXT at the time. And then she did some backstage interviews as Dark. Yeah, not Dark. Elevation's on right now. If you care to watch. Anyway, she's now hosting shows for WWE, like The Bump. Also part of SmackDown as as the lead backstage interviewer. Blah blah blah. But she thought ring announcing was not her cup of tea. Didn't make her very comfortable. His certain skill set in calling wrestlers names as they made their way to the ring wasn't in her comfort zone. Yeah, it is what it is. Not all of us can become ring announcers. But like guys like me and me and Joe Cronin, we know how to announce, call people to the ring. From parts unknown, the skeleton. Stuff like that. Me and Joe have experience. No, we can do that. Joe more than me, but I've done commentary. Joe's done commentary. Even that douchebag JD has done commentary. But me and Joe are the best. But I digress. And that's basically it for that. All right, we got some stuff about Vincent Kennedy McMahon. There's going to be a special new scripted series about the WWE steroid scandal back in the late 80s, early 90s. The show is going to be called The United States versus Vincent Kennedy McMahon. I don't know what channel this is going to be on. Maybe that's the stuff with the Saudi Arabia stuff could be on Dark Side of the Ring or something like that. But anyway, WWE and Blumhouse, have partnered up to develop a new series called The United States of America versus Vince McMahon. It's yet to be picked up on a broadcasting platform, so we don't know if it's going to be on Netflix or HBO Max or Disney or whatever. It's going to focus on the company's tribulations with steroids in the 90s, with Hogan and even The Ultimate Warrior. It's also stand as the first scripted portrayal of Vincent Kennedy McMahon, along with many other legendary superstars, Hogan, stuff like that. Dramatical portrayal of these events will unfold in a planned series. Good buddy Kevin Dunn said Jason, Chris, and their team at Blumhouse create amazing work, and we look forward to delivering an inside look into one of the most pivotal moments in our company's history. I'm surprised that, like Dark Side of the Ring didn't even pick up on that. That should be an episode of Dark Side of the Ring. That and the Saudi Arabia incident when Roman Reigns and company was stuck in Saudi Arabia, and then they did SmackDown with like a bunch of B-level guys. That should be a Dark Side of the Ring. For those who don't know about the steroid incident, Vince McMahon was indicted in 1994 for allegedly supplying anabolic steroids, to WWE superstars. McMahon went on trial with that. Stephanie and Shane, his children, were in school at the time. They were little bitty hoaxers, dude. His company was on the brink of bankruptcy. This was like even way before the Attitude Era. This was 1990 to 94, 95. Even before 96, a little bit of 96. So the mid-90s, when WWE sucked and WCW was kicking some fucking ass. That's all I can say about that. Series will follow those events in McMahon's life as he was also judged by a jury of his peers in this massive steroid case. So, we'll find out where that lands. Like I said, it should be on Dark Side of the Ring, but not going to happen. That's that. Another story about Cena. John Cena Cena hangs out with a good buddy Sylvester Stallone in his Peacemaker costume. Whatever that's all about. Maybe he's gonna be on. Maybe he's gonna be in the Expendables 8 or whatever the number is up to now. Hey yo, Cena, I didn't hear no bell. Maybe they'll make Rocky 8 and Cena will be the guy, to beat Rocky or something like that. Or maybe Cena will be Rocky's coach or something like that. I don't know. Who cares? Cena sucks. Eric Bischoff, our good buddy Bischoff, he says WWE removing titles from Charlotte Flair's official record is great news for her. Now, I don't know what that means. I know they did something with Charlotte. They took something off Charlotte's official record or something like that. Thank you for the view. Let's see what this says. Basically saying that Charlotte has won the WWE Women's title 11 times in her career. She previously was, a 14-time champion, then lost to Nikki Ash. But WWE decided to remove her reigns with the NXT Women's Championship and the Women's Tag Team Championship. So basically, she's a 13-time champ. Actually, well, yeah. Yeah, 13. Because if you take away the NXT title, that's 13. Because you count the Divas Championship. You have to do that before it got changed over to the regular Women's Championship. Then Raw and SmackDown, stuff like that. So yeah, she's not a 14-time champ anymore. She's 13. Whether they say it or not, she's 13. Eric talked about Charlotte Flair's reigns being removed. He explained how it's actually great news for her, and he said, blah, blah. He's like, if I'm Charlotte Flair, I'm smiling all the way to the bank. It's like, she's already at 14. We got a couple more before we hit 16. Can make more money doing that. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Big news for her. They mentioned her losing last week to Nikki Ash on the cash-in. But they're still going to say she's a 14-time champ, which makes no fucking sense. Unless, I guess you count the Divas reigns as, the 2 Divas reigns she had, I think, or the 1 Diva reign she had. And then, then the Women's Championship before it became, the SmackDown Raw Women's Championship. I guess you can count that as 2. The Divas and the Women's Championship. I don't know. It's still, I think it's 13. But yeah, so it is what it is, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, got a news story on Aleister Black. Malachi Black, he had a hilarious reaction to Vince McMahon wearing jeans. Actually, no. It says Malachi Black on Vince McMahon's hilarious reaction to wearing jeans. So I don't know if Tommy was wearing the jeans. McMahon was wearing the jeans during the taping of last year's Money in the Bank ladder match. But yeah, so Vince doesn't always wear those khaki pants. He wears the jeans and he wears those gym pants. Those Zumba pants. Because I'm Vince and Kenny McMahon, damn it! This one. Okay, we got a lot of news. Let's go through it. Braun Strowman blasts Instagram for removing old WWE photo of him due to violence and incitement. I don't know what it is, and then don't care. Speaking of don't care, Mustafa Ali calls out simpletons who can't tell him and Mansoor apart. And the sun's right on my face. 7:10. I thought this. Usually when I do like a video and the sun's in my eye, usually around 6 o'clock. Now it's 7 o'clock because the sun's going to be going down about 8. Right, like at 8:17. Like about almost 8:15 right now. No, that's when the sun's going to start going down right before 8:15. Even though by the time like it hits 8:30, it's just partially almost dark. But it is what it is. All right, so we got that. So yeah. So we talk about, like earlier in the show, earlier in the stream, we talk about Eddie Guerrero being a B+ player, and like fans and wrestlers are coming to his aid and stuff like that. Well, Mick Foley was one of them, and he bashed everybody. I think Booker T, a couple other people joined in. Blah blah blah. Okay, so got more WWE news here. Canyon Seaman, nice name, or Seaman. Canyon Seaman, or Seaman, whatever you want. His WWE release was written on the wall. I have no idea who the fuck he is. I really don't care. So that's a who gives a shit news story. Criplock. All right, so we mentioned Jeff Hardy. His rematch with Killer Kross was supposed to be tonight, but they canceled it because Jeff Hardy tested positive for the virus. So I guess when he comes back, probably in about 2-3 weeks, they'll probably have that, and probably Jeff Hardy will win that one. But I don't know what they're gonna do with Killer Kross tonight. Maybe just do a segment. Who knows? Okay, we got some news from yesterday that really I didn't talk about. Chelsea Green believes WWE Tough Enough was fixed. Oh, you think? You think? Anyway. Oh, so we got that. There's a picture of Sarah Logan. She's married to what's his name? Eric, I think, right? Eric of War Machine. Eric Rowan. Well, they have a picture of her drinking a beer while breastfeeding. That's great. That's great. I'll show my titty, and have my baby sucking my titty, and I'm drinking a beer at the same time. That's great. Awesome. Awesome. I could do that. I could do that with Rosa. It is what it is. Anyway, got some news about Buff the Stuff Bagwell, and the reason why WWE fired him. This is from Jim Ross and his Grilling with JR podcast. Mentioned partying lifestyle that Buff had, and then eventually they realized that he needed to be let go because of his, his partying lifestyle, his gigolo shit. Blah blah blah. But basically, Buff had a higher opinion of his work than Vince did. Jim Ross became the middleman in all this. He has no animosity for Marcus Buff Bagwell. Blah blah blah. All the stuff with Bagwell. With drinking and driving, getting into car wrecks and almost dying and all that shit. So yeah. Yeah, so that was that. Yeah, that's really the reason why Buff got fired from WWE because Vince didn't really like him in his partying ways. Blah blah blah. The Simpsons want The Rock to be on their show. That's okay. There's a picture going around of Brock Lesnar in a cowboy hat. That's nice. That's that. Yeah, we got a lot. We got pretty. Yeah, we got a lot of quickie things from yesterday that I didn't mention on the day before, but I'll quickly run them down because I want to watch get this video up and watch Raw. Okay. Horseface Charlotte says her WrestleMania 34 match with Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Sit my dick. Took her to the next level. Yeah, because you had to beat her, and when she was just going berserk. When nobody could beat Asuka, and the one person that did beat her was Horseface Charlotte at WrestleMania 34, ending her 900-day reign, 900-day unbeaten streak. It should have been Ronda Rousey to beat her, or Becky. I'm sorry, not Horseface, but it is what it is. But yeah, but it did kind of boost her up a little bit. But then Asuka's star went. It blew up right after that. You know, she just didn't recover after that. No, it was just up and down with Asuka, like her on my dick. But it is what it is. But you know, nobody's ready for Asuka except my dick. She's not ready for my dick. Neither is Kairi or Io, or Sasha, or Charlie Caruso, or Melissa Santos, or Scarlett Bordeaux, or Mio, Abe, or Pietro from Japan, or anybody else from Japan. Any other women's wrestler from Japan that's fucking hot. It is what it is. Or Trish, or Lita, or Melina, or any of the hot chicks from back in the day. Don't say Sonny because I'll kick your ass. If it was 20 years ago, yeah, I would say that. I would fuck her, but not now. Anyway, more quickie news. Big E explains why he felt bad for Drew McIntyre after Money in the Bank. People were saying that Drew was supposed to win it, and thanks to Jinder My Balls, he lost. But thankfully, he did lose. Bischoff says too many talents are heels without loving heat. So I don't know about that. Mustafa Ali is expecting a baby girl in December. So congratulations to him and his wife. I think they have a couple other kids. That's nice and dandy. Okay. Hornswoggle, of all people, Hornswoggle claims he bullied the Greek Khali every week in the locker room. Interesting. I am the Greek Khali. I the poopy. Also, another story about Charlotte. Charlotte doesn't regret applying the figure 8 on anybody. Okay. All right, that's it for that. That's it for some WWE news. That's it for some WWE news. Quickly, AEW news. Got a story about Kenny Omega for you dumb people. Kenny says crossover between the WWE and AEW is, quote, not impossible. So maybe that forbidden door opens. Maybe we'll get a WWE AEW invasion of NXT, or Raw and SmackDown. Kenny appears on Raw or SmackDown or NXT. The Bucks will appear and kick everybody's ass. No, that door and that window is open, not closed. That it's closed, but all Kenny's got to do is just open the door, go to Raw, and just beat people up. And that's that. He also says he loves the pressure from fans who want him to fail. Okay. So yeah, all you Kenny Omega haters, he doesn't give a shit what you say. Blah blah blah. Okay. Kenny's working on the AEW video game, the console video game, not the mobile game that's out now, I think. AEW console video game could be released next year. That's cool. Yeah, so we'll get WWE 2K22 coming out. I think it's September or October. They're supposed to have new controls. Probably still suck. But it is what it is. That's for PlayStation 5. Nobody cares. AEW is working on big television deals for upcoming for Rampage. Now, I thought it was going to be on TNT on Friday nights, but then maybe when AEW goes to TBS in January, I think it's January, we'll see. Oh, yeah, but they're talking about August 13th when Rampage debuts. That's a couple weeks away. It's also going to include arranging a new television deal in many countries. They're hard at work at getting those deals. According to our good buddy Dave Meltzer, AEW is working on television deals with for Rampage. They're trying to get the show in as many markets as they can, but a big problem might be airing the show live because it will be on so much later in other parts of the world. So, like, if you're watching from the UK and it's on Friday night at 10 o'clock, you're watching it at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when you're dead asleep or you're passed out at the bar or the pub. So, or if you're in China, you're getting it the next day, or Japan, in India or Australia. But they do expect to be on TSN in Canada. So all you people in Canada, like my good buddy Andre Cobiel, he can watch Rampage on Friday night. Doing strong talks to cover the show in Portuguese in Brazil. Also working also in South America, in like Chile, Argentina. Working on India, possibly live in India. I don't know how that's gonna happen. Isn't India like a day later too, or like many hours away, like 7, 8 hours later? So you'll be watching. Fuck you. If you live in India, you're at the squishy shop. You can watch AEW at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Oi, what the squishy with my AEW? My name is Abu. Yeah. It is what it is. Also, they want to be in Germany, Italy, #1, next to Japan. France, parts of Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. They're looking to do a month subscription service, whatever the cost is. So it'll be probably like $9.99 a month or something like that. As we know, Rampage will be on at 10 o'clock right after SmackDown, Friday nights, beginning August the 13th in America. Some people might be waking up Saturday morning to watch Rampage on their DVR. Unlike me, because I'll be watching it live. Nothing better to do on a Friday night. So that's pretty much it. All right, we're almost done. All right, we got some. Yeah, we got news up the wazoo today. I didn't want to do just one episode. I could just bang out a whole bunch of fucking news articles. Bang. Anyway, Conan, good buddy Conan, oil filet, arriba la pasta. He confirms big plans in AEW. Let's see what this is. AEW has several stories going right now with the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle storyline. Basically continuing on. This thing just started. It's been going on for months. They're still at odds with each other. They will throw down many more times to come. FTR is set to take on Santana and Ortiz at Fight for the Fallen. Basically, that match has been locked since May. I don't know why they didn't do it in May, or we have to wait till July the 28th. Okay. So Conan spoke about big plans for Proud and Powerful, Santana Ortiz and the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Zero, and Rey Fenix. Conan calls Santana Ortiz like his quote-unquote sons, and they were about to go to war with FTR in a big way, blah, blah, blah. Basically saying, like Santana Ortiz are like his Lucha sons, like Pentagon and Rey Fenix. He says there's still more to be seen in the FTR Santana Ortiz Tully Conan thing. Just stay tuned. Yeah, that's basically it. Joe did a video, I think it was yesterday, saying that AEW was booking Conan like crap, which I kind of agree with, because they brought him back and he gets spiked power drive by FTR. Could have broke his goddamn neck. The Conan is 65 years old. All right, there's a story called AEW books specific out months in advance. I have no idea what it is. I guess that's Oh yeah, that's the continuation of the FTR Santana Ortiz thing. I get that. Lance Archer explains why he picked AEW over Japan. I guess because AEW's lighter schedule. He doesn't have to fly back and forth to Japan and AEW, to America to defend the United States title, stuff like that. Anyway, this will make you laugh. Cody Rhodes, a good buddy Cody, says Triple H, the game, is his favorite wrestler. I wonder why. I think that's a joke. Remember when All In, when they did All In and Cody came out and he came up with a sledgehammer and he just smashed the throne to pieces? That was a dig at Triple H. But I don't know. If he's still his favorite wrestler or not. I don't know. All right, got that. Malachi Black, Tommy N, says he's never cared about money or over creative freedom, so he doesn't care about money. Just wants to, have creative control over his character, which he does now. It's that. Bismarck Henry admits to playing favorites in AEW. Why not? Okay. I mentioned this on Saturday about Kenny wanting Rampage to become the home for women's wrestling. He wants to have a lot of women on that show. Why not? Why don't you just make Rampage an all-women show like Glow? Not that it'll be like Glow, I mean, because nothing can compare to Glow, but still. But yeah, if he wants to have more women on the show, why not? Why not? Thank you for the view, fucker. I know this. I'm gonna probably have like 8-9 dislikes on the same fucking people with their fucking 6 million stock accounts because they can't come in as themselves, pussies. Anyway, Jim Ross says his ego caused a rift in his relationship with Bischoff. It happens. I don't know if they're on the same page now, but we'll see. More stuff with Tommy N, Malachi Black. He wants to get in the head of Jake Roberts. That'd be interesting. Lance Archer and Malachi Black for the IWGP United States title. That would be very interesting. The promos would be amazing. Just with Tommy N alone and Jake. Trust me, I know. Anyway, got more AEW news. AEW star Nick the Caveman Colorado proposes to his girlfriend at an indie event. So that's pretty nice. So congratulations to Captain Caveman Nick Colorado. Now he's engaged to his girlfriend. So that's pretty nice. Welcome to the club. That AEW gained another full-time member of the women's roster. Let's see who that was. I think it was Thunder Rosa. I know that. Oh, it's Emi Sakura. The one who's doing that Freddie Mercury type gimmick. Yeah, so she's now all elite. So she'll probably be on Dark and Elevation, maybe Rampage, maybe an episode of Dynamite here and there. Who knows? I was hoping Yuka Sakazawa was on it, or Yuna, whatever, the wrestler who looks like Yuna from Final Fantasy X. Yeah, she's all happy. Started to go to America with a one-way ticket, so she's not going back to Japan or anything like that. She's talking about hashtag ChocoPro. Is that a Final Fantasy reference? Not like Choco-Fro, with Saz from Final Fantasy 13. We got the Chocobo and its Fro. Choco-Fro, we called it. And now she's saying Choco Pro. Don't know. I don't know what this. I don't know what any of this means. Basically saying, telling the women's roster, you better be ready for me. And she's looking at Dr. Britt Baker DMD, baby. Not that it'd be a great match, but still. Yeah, so that's nice. They signed Emi Sakura. I think they signed Rio too, because I did see Rio on an episode of Botchamania. I don't know if that was like a week or two ago. Yeah, she was fighting some girl. She does a Northern Light suplex on her, and then there was a Paul Turner went 1, 2, 3, and then he stopped, and then he's like, "No, she get down to 2." And then Rio's like, "2? I thought it was 3. Wait, we're not going to get sushi later? No." Anyway. Yeah, that's basically it. That is basically it. Ow, my freaking hand hurts now. That's what she said. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the news of the day. We talked about Eddie Guerrero being a B+ player and all the marks being stupid. Other than that, Matt Cardona winning the GCW title from Nick freaking Gage. I gave you a little bit of a Raw preview, maybe a little bit of a SmackDown preview as well. So we got that. So Raw's coming up in 28 minutes. We'll see how it is. I don't know if I'm gonna do another video tonight on this channel with my Raw review. I didn't do it last week. I apologize. I had a lot of shit happening last week. But at least I did NXT, AEW, and SmackDown. So got all those videos to go by, and all the other mini videos I did in between. But hopefully, this week I'll go back to my usual schedule of videos: Raw review, NXT review, Fight for the Fallen coming up on Wednesday, and then SmackDown this Friday to close out the month of July. Might have a couple streams here in the middle during the week. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have a lot of time. On this channel, I have a little bit of time. I could do maybe an hour, or maybe go 2 hours. Like I'm going almost 3 hours for this video. So I'm gonna have. So maybe my last 2 or 3 videos might have to cut a little short. So we'll see. But if anything you missed, don't forget to hit the bell. Get notified when I do a video. Go back a couple of videos on my respective channels to get the latest video. And don't forget to subscribe. Like the video, dislike the video. Doesn't really matter to me. I really don't give a shit. Because you're all a bunch of fucking jealous fucks that dislike my video. And all you are is words. That's all I gotta say about that. So, all right, that's pretty much it. So, thank you all for watching. Fuck the Braves. They won the first game of the doubleheader 2-0. They're gonna get ready for game number 2. That should be beginning around 8 o'clock. So by the time Raw starts, game 2 will start. Pretty much it. Yeah, about to start game 2. Actually in a warm up, so I don't know who's. Let's see who's pitching. We got Mr. Wilson for the Braves, and don't know for the Mets. The lineups haven't been put out yet, but I think that game will start about 8 o'clock, 8:10, somewhere around there. Yeah, so the Braves are now 4 games back of the Mets. And if they win this game, I think they'll be 3.5 back. Right now, the Filthies, who are 4 back, are up 1-0 over the Nationals in the top of the second. The Nationals look like shit right now. They got swept by Otaku's Orioles, and there's some stuff. It's 4 days away from the trading deadline. They talk about Matt Scherzer getting traded, maybe going to the Yankees. There's a 5% possibility going to the Mets. Like, we need him. I wouldn't mind him, but I don't think we need him right now. Because they're still talking about Chris Bryant. They're talking about Jose Berrios. They're talking about Josh Donaldson. Probably coming to the Mets. So we have to wait between now and Friday afternoon. But that's that. All right, so like I said, the Braves won 2-0. You got a run in the third and the fourth off Marcus Stroman, who picked up the loss. Muller got the win. Smith got the save. Basically, the Mets can only muster 5 goddamn hits. Basically, they got a run. The Braves got a run in the top of the fourth on a ground out, a force out, if you will. And then in the top, that's in the top. Well, the top of the fourth, and made it 2-0. Got the first run on a double by their newcomer Jock Peterson, who came over from the Cubs. So yeah, they got the run on that, and they got another one off Stroman in the fourth inning. All right, so Stroman picks up the loss. He goes to 7-9 on the year. You know, he's had 20 starts. He's 7-9. He should really have 10 wins by now, but just he's up and down like my dick in your mama's ass. But it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with game 2 tonight. Still don't know. Like I said, I don't know who's pitching for the Mets. Probably maybe somebody like they'll probably have an opener like Aaron Loop will start the first 2 innings, and then the rest will be the bullpen. But we'll see what happens with that. Yankees are off tonight after losing 3-4 to the Red Sox. They go to Tampa Bay tomorrow. Oh yeah. And they're in the news. They might be getting some people in the draft. Maybe a Max Scherzer or somebody like that. Yeah, so the Mets continue on with their 5-game series against the Braves. I got tomorrow and Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Wednesday night's on Channel 11 for you local people at home. Thursday's a 12:10 start. As of right now, the Mets don't have anybody for tomorrow. Tyler McGill coming off a great game. I think it was on Friday night. He's pitching game number 4 against Mr. Fried. Mr. Fried. So that's that. And on Thursday afternoon, it'll be Smiley against Taijuan Walker, who pitched on Sunday. Didn't have a great start, but the Mets still won the game. And that's pretty much it. And as far as the Yankees go, they got the Tampa Bay Devil Rays Tuesday and Wednesday night, and then Thursday afternoon. All right, after that, the Mets are home against the Reds for the weekend, for this coming weekend. And the Yankees will be stuck in Florida as they play the Miami Marlins. And that's it. Yankees are still 4 games back on the second wild card, so you're still technically in the race for the playoffs, Yankee fans, but you still suck. Stanton looks like shit. The pitching staff's not doing that great, even though they had the Red Sox on the ropes last night. They had 8 no-hit innings from Mr. Tiny Dancer, or whatever his name is, Montgomery, I think it was. They had a 5-0 lead in the 8th and blew it. Was it 4? No, it was 4-0, and then they blew it. They lost 5-4 because they have no bullpen. Not like the Mets, but it is what it is. Now Chapman's not the same. He's garbage. The rest of their bullpen's not that great either. Garrett Cole's not that good either. Can't use a spider tack anymore, dude. German's not that great. Merman, whatever his name is. Yeah, he's struggling. Montgomery is struggling. Tylon, whatever the fuck his name is struggling. The Yankees are struggling offensively and defensively. It is what it is. They have big leads, and the bullpen just blows it for them. The Red Sox have had that number all season. That's why the Red Sox are up by 9 games over the Yankees. They're going back and forth with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so the Yankees are struggling, even though they're still in the wild card race. The Mets are still in first place. You know, but they have a four right now. They have a 4-game lead over the well now 3.5-game lead over the Phillies, 4 over the Braves. They got game 2 coming up a little bit. Hopefully they can get the win in that game so they can split and only lose a half game. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Or just gain a half game. They won't lose much. Because if you lose a doubleheader, I think you lose a game and a half. Or I don't know how it works. But still, hopefully the Mets can get another split of a doubleheader and then come back tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, and whip that candy ass and put the Braves really in the rearview mirror. And as far as the Phillies and Nationals go, I hope the Nationals can come back and beat the Filthies, put them back in the rearview mirror, and then we start driving into August. We don't have to worry that much. Right now, you don't have to worry right now, Met fans. Just hope DeGrom, the GOAT, comes back next week. Lindor can come back and be healthy for the rest of the season. Maybe we'll get Carrasco coming back. He's supposed to be maybe pitching the end of this week or early next week. I don't know about Syndergaard. Maybe for the stretch run. If they get to the playoffs, maybe they'll use him out of the bullpen. I think that would be the best idea for Syndergaard. I'd rather not have him start. I'd rather come out of the bullpen, not hurt himself, then come back. Hopefully come back in 2022 if the Mets decide to sign him or they'll just get rid of him. I don't know. Other than that, hopefully Stroman can get back on, can get out of this Jekyll and Hyde. Win 1 game, lose 2 games, win 3 games, back and forth, up and down, up and down. The same thing with Walker. Just had a bad second half so far. Last 3-4 games, just his ERA is higher than my mortgage. And that's it. Hopefully, McGill seems like he's gonna be a number 5 guy, number 4, number 5 guy. Basically, the second coming of DeGrom. Hopefully, this next game on Wednesday, he pitches another gem. Against a pretty decent Braves team. Freddie Freeman's the Met killer. They don't have Acuna anymore. He's done for the season. Ozuna's out for a couple of weeks, but they got Jock Peterson. They got other guys on that team that can do so much damage. Their pitching is pretty decent. They shut the Mets out tonight 2-0. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, let me finish this up. We got 15 minutes to Raw, and it should be let's see what happens tonight on Monday Night Raw. The sun's going down, 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 like my tongue down your woman's throat. And that's it. So we'll see what happens. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment down below. What you guys think of everything I said in the stream. And that's pretty much it. So enjoy Raw coming up in 15 minutes. And maybe later tonight, I'm tired, or if I'm not busy with the woman, I can get this Raw review up, and then maybe I'll do another stream, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, just like a quickie stream, not too long like this one is. And then Friday night SmackDown. I might do Friday night, or I might do Saturday. So like Saturday morning. I don't know what my weekend plans are as of yet. I might try to go do what I was supposed to do this weekend, but I had to cancel everything. That wasn't good. So I'm going to try to make up those plans this weekend and do what I got to do on the end of July as we start August. The dog days of August begin on Sunday. The summer's just rapidly, about to end next month. Another 4, 5, 6 weeks of summer. So it's that. We had a nice hot day today, hot and humid. It was like 90 degrees today. It's 85 right now. But rain might be coming this week and cool it down a little bit. Not too much, probably about 78, 79 by the end of the weekend. By the end of the week, I should say. And then get back up to about 83 by Sunday, Monday. So that's the start of August. And we'll see what happens with that. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard. And if you're not down with that, all you haters, you know what you can do. Keep rotating on my dick, gargle my cum, and that's all I gotta say about that. Keep disliking, keep hating. I don't give a fuck. Because me and the prophecy and everybody else, we're ignoring your bullshit. So keep fucking with us. We don't care. That's all I gotta say about that. So that's all I gotta say about so all my supporters, all my fans, you understand? All my great fans. Like the video. Haters, you know what to do. Rotate, suck, and dislike. Because you can't do anything else. That's all I gotta say about that. And don't forget to subscribe down below to my channels. Follow me on social media. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications. And that's pretty much it. And all right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your Monday night, July the 26th, 2021. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy Raw. Enjoy the Met game if you're at the Met game or you're watching the Met game on SNY or on the stream, wherever you may be watching it, listening to it on the radio, doing whatever. Just have a great rest of your Monday night, and I'll see you motherfuckers next time. Peace.